Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Trudograd with me, BringItDon. See if we can break into the pantry. I started pause so that he wouldn't walk back over here while I was trying to start the recording. A ton of food items, so we shouldn't have to worry about food for a while. Alright, swap back to our uniform. Then we're gonna go talk to Rima and see if she has anything to say about us taking care of her demon. Also, never inspected the dove of their door. I saw that highlighted, I think, the last time I entered their house. It's a picture of a dove. Oh, the demon mask is on the ground. Creepy looking mask of a horned demon. If you're hiding in the shadows, then it can help you. But if you try talking to someone while wearing it, the result might be less helpful. The plus 15 stealth and minus 3 personality. The blind woman gives you a thoughtful smile. Hello. Why did you come here? A dove of yours turned out to be Zachariah. She wanted to force you into buying her cup of shut-eye TM. Sleeping potions again. I already told your husband. Her visit should be over for good. Your blonde interlocutor crosses her arms over her bosom, appalled. It was her all along. By gum. It all makes sense now. The fact that I couldn't move while that devil danced around the bed. It must have been some paralyzing agent she cooked up. Would have brought an old bat. Exactly. Thank goodness she's been stopped. I have nothing. The young woman bites down on her lower lip and drags a playful fingertip across your broad, muscular chest. Yes, you're so smart. So strong. But you're probably tired of this whole tedious situation. How about I give you a nice rub-down? Scratch the back of your head like a doofus. What? I don't get it. What do you want from me, lady? The smile falls off the woman's face to be replaced with a look of pity. Okay, so I think there's 3 skill checks there. Strength, personality, and intellect. And I failed the intellect portion. So you're a dummy, huh? Never mind. I don't want anything more. Thank you very much for your help. See you later. Okay then, bye. That woman wanted it all. Strength, personality, and intelligence. Sorry, lady. All you get is 1. 2 at most. You can't have it all. So you're a dummy, huh? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Fall back this way again. Go to the right. I don't have a shovel in my person, so I can't dig up this grave. Sure, there's one laying around here somewhere. Oh, there's a rabbit. Alright, thank you for your experience. Sacrifice will not be in vain. Because I am actually trying to save the world, and every little bit of experience goes a long way to ensure that that happens. Tackle box. There's a makeshift fishing rod in front of you. Its float is calmly yawning in the middle of an ice hole. You know that the local fish like some good old mutant parts. Maybe it's a good time to take a little vacation. Yeah, let's use wasp legs as bait. With some effort, you put a dry wasp leg on the hook and throw it in. All you need to do is wait. You yawn and look at the ice hole. Nothing happens. You blink a few times and look around. It's all clear. You huddle for warmth. No fishes yet. You sniff and look around. Nothing is happening. You stretch your tired limbs and sigh, looking at the water. All is quiet. You swivel your neck a few times while biting the inside of your cheek. All is quiet. Whistle a little melody. You whistle a simple melody of your own invention. Apart from it, everything is quiet. A bite! Something pulls on the line, and you have to grab the pole hard to save it from going into the water with the bait. You're in luck. You cheerfully pull the line out, just to spit in dismay. All you caught is an old boot. At least the bait did not get lost. It's probably better if you have a higher luck than I do. Why is there a scarecrow here? Is it used to scare snowflakes? Alright, let's get back towards the entrance of the village where we came in at, and we'll start talking to people from there. Actually, what time is it? I don't remember when the day ends in this game. I think it's 8 p.m. Or 2000. We're a little hungry. We can eat. Alright. Let's begin looting the village. Oh, there's a shovel. Perfect. Oh, two-handed axe. So 8 to 22. Really, less damage than the Soviet Army knife. Oh, but it damages all targets in front of you. We'll equip it because it seems cooler. Great. Alright, you, let's talk. The old woman, wrinkled like a dried fruit, looks at me with watery eyes and coughs loudly. Ahem. A good health to you, mother. You don't get it, grandson. I didn't cough. I introduced myself. Name is Mother Ahem. Okay. Oh, hi. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Oh, no can do, grandson. It's hard to talk at my age, and I didn't like it even when it was no trouble. One question, so be it. You can ask, but afterwards just leave me be. What's going on around here? I'm old. I don't see much. But here and there I noticed a little bit of something. For example, the other day, soldiers from the city ran through the village. They asked if we'd seen any bandits who attacked the dam. Ahem, ahem. And also some hikers decided to camp at the cave, not that far away from here. Only they didn't know that wild animals had lived there long before their coming. I hope they are alright. Also, all sorts of suspicious people have wandered through our village in recent days. They only talked to each other as they passed, about someone by the name of Pugach. Pugach? And also about Sioma. What was it? Veronik, I believe. I didn't care for those men even a tiny bit. Well, thank you for your answer. Now then. Turns out that it's already time for me to go. My mother hum is busy with her own affairs, but nevertheless, she immediately notices you, and quietly folds her wrinkly hands. Ahem. Ahem, ahem. Something stuck in my throat. Good luck. I wander around the outside of the village first and loot everything, and then head into the interior and talk to everybody. Samovar. He controls the preparation of tea, controls the universe. And this is soap I need for the snowmobile guy. Also, this is a very quaint little sauna. It looks pretty cozy. Another shovel. And target's too far. I'm standing right beside it. Okay, well, I guess it's not gonna let me finish breaking it. That's fine, I didn't really want to anyway. There are scarecrows all over the village, and not even inside of, crops or anything, it's just... Oh. I wonder if that's anything to read into or not. Hey, Molotov. And a welding helmet. That'll be better for combat. That we currently have equipped, so when that time comes, we'll be ready. So I could return to the snowmobile guy and turn in that quest. While I'm thinking about it. Let's go and do that. It's free experience. Oh, hold on. Let's actually exit from the other side so I unlock whatever's beyond the village. Where's the large cave? wonder if I can use a shield with this axe. I don't think the base game didn't have any two-handed weapons. The man is strenuously pretending to be busy. A casual traveler might fall for his act, but not you. Turning reluctantly from his work, he looks at you expectantly. I'm here regarding your request. Really? You bring what I asked for. 1 rope and 1 piece of soap is ordered. Thank you. I'll put them to good use. Here's 200 rubles. My needs are few, so I was able to save this up without too much trouble. Hey mate, where else can you find someone to fetch you soap and rope with basically no notice? Don't you think this kind of thing should be better paid? Alright, you win. Here's another 100. I'm sure I'll get my reward too. In heaven. Alright, 300 rubles is more like it. Take the money. You earned it. By the way, if you want to see something spectacular, come back tomorrow or the day after. I'm going to show them. I'll show them all. Sure, why not? Okay, I'll be waiting. If you miss it for whatever reason, you only have yourself to blame. Right. Well, have a nice day. Alright, well, I guess we can wait around for a day. Actually, are the merchants still open? Because I have some stuff I'd like to get rid of. I forgot. Yeah, they're still over here. Perfect. Oh, so this counts as a spear. So they added spears to the game. I wonder if that has extended reach. Also works as a projectile. Pushback chance 100%. I brought that up in my last playthrough. How I thought it'd be cool to have like an actual spear weapon that has more than a tile range. I probably don't need logs. See, in the base game there are a lot of quests where you had to collect things, and I don't know if this expansion is going to have a lot of that or not. So I need to be careful what I sell. Alright, let's go back to the Razdor... Well, no, that's where we're going to wait for a day. To the hotel, and then we'll... This guy mentioned a cellar. I don't see a way to get into a cellar beneath the hotel. It's possible that I missed it, but... Alright. It is officially the next day. That guy should be ready to do whatever he was going to do. Let's see him over here. Maybe we have to come back the day after that. Alright, well I guess we'll wait around for one more day. Hopefully there's no time limits. There's a few quests in the base game that had some time limits, but they were pretty generous. Like, it was like a month or so. Something like that. It wasn't anything too crazy. Maybe I have to leave and come back. We'll try that next, and if that doesn't work, then we'll just go back to the Razdor Village and, I guess, miss it. No, he's still not there. Alright, I will give him a few more hours. Because I want to see, I don't want to miss it. Alright, good. Something's going on here. Just what I wanted.
In place of the mechanic and his feeble imitation of someone repairing a snowmobile, now stands a small crowd. Cold and miserable, they're peering suspiciously at the auto sled, still partially buried in the snow, and discussing something amongst themselves.
So, where is this guy? What's this all about?
Asks a short mustached fellow, and you can do nothing but ask yourself the same question.
Yeah, I think our repairman's brain is fried. He came to the office late yesterday and told everyone to meet here at this time. Well, here I am. Now what?
Shrugs a portly lady in a faux leather coat. You again recall your last meeting with the grim mechanic, his depressed state, his queer request for rope and some soap, the frightening phrases he uttered during your chat. You don't know what to think now.
Anyone know what the hell is going on here?
Remember the mechanic? Guy who's always tinkering with the sled?
Inquires an old fellow to your left.
He asked us to gather here. But for what reason? This is a puzzler, I'm telling you.
All he said was to come here tomorrow morning to say your goodbyes, whispers a middle-aged brunette lady. I personally think this whole thing is... A swarthy, well-built man dressed in sportswear stops short as snow starts spraying out from beneath the sled. To everyone's shock, the snowmobile roars to life and someone suddenly burrows his way up out of the snowbank and stands tall. Believe it or not, it's the mechanic, but with one big difference. Now, the morose fellow is grinning from ear to ear.
Oof. I did it. I finally did it. Hear that purr, ladies and gents? That's the sound of victory.
How'd you fix that thing? It didn't even have an engine before.
At the sound of your voice, the man turns and waves. The crowd also switches its attention to you.
You're here too, huh? I'm glad you got to see this, because you're the reason I was able to fix this baby. Remember me asking for soap and a piece of rope?
Yes. How does that change the fact you had no engine?
He probably haggled that engine with Stanislaw, the traveling salesman.
Guesses a plump fellow in a beige jacket.
Right? Stanislaw was in town to visit the public bathhouse and needed soap badly. He didn't have any money, though. Just some old junk to trade.
A hunchbacked old lady in a woolly beret supports his theory.
He was desperate to get a rope for his horse, too. I remember that.
Adds an old man in horn-rimmed glasses.
You've got it all right,
says the mechanic, gently stroking the hood of his snowmobile.
I traded the items for a motor, and finally got her running.
Never would have guessed. What do you plan on doing now?
Now I'm gonna keep my promise. I asked you all here so I could say my goodbyes. And I see quite a lot of you heeded my call. My ex is here, my boss, my colleagues. Let's say our farewells.
He exclaims passionately, but also with a hint of sadness. But where are you off to then? Ponders a large woman in a faux leather coat. I'm off to have myself an adventure, laughs the mechanic, slapping the hot hood of his vehicle. Ask the boss to lend me this baby in place of my annual bonus. I'm gonna ride it until I can't ride it anymore. Scaring animals, giving people a ride, and running over dirty northerners all the way. The man snaps a pair of goggles over his eyes, mounts the bike, and with a final, "See you next summer, folks," rides away in a haze of unsettled snow.
Shine on, you crazy diamond. What's 1,000 experience for that? Alright, back to Razdor Village. Start exploring the interiors of some of these larger buildings. We'll start to the left. A lot of easy money just laying around. I'll gladly take it. All of this can be recycled. Actually, glass can't be recycled. That's some cologne. Cologne's extremely expensive. At least it was in the base game. I don't know what the supply and demand looks like here in Trudograd, but the accordion is not working, otherwise I would have played it. Vegetables. A short puffy woman who looks to be around 60 greets you with a wary smile. Hello, do you need to bury someone? My Pacome went off wandering again. I'm marking new spots for graves. I'm afraid I can't help you at all. Who is Pacome and what does he do? My husband is the only undertaker within 40 kilometers. He digs graves, builds coffins, and marks everything in his notebook so that no one's resting place gets forgotten. Right now he's looking for new locations for future burials. What else? Ah, he used to offer priestly services to the families of the deceased, singing memorial prayers. Of course, when news of this reached Pope Ternerpius XI, he was commanded to stop on pain of anathema. And is that how you say that? Anathema? Anathema. Anathema. I'm not putting the emphasis on the right vowel. I've read this word a lot. I don't think I've ever actually had to say it out loud. Anathema. Whatever. But I didn't mind. The money wasn't that great. Does he own the land where he buries? Or is he working for some local landowner? Oh, not a chance. No one can say who owns the land he uses. Pacome does his work according to the right of universal tacit consent. If some self-important citizen forbids him, he will stop. As long as no one has forbidden it, he can work. I'll let him work, I say. He provides a useful service, and we earn a little cash now and then. He's a terrible husband, and an even worse father. At least he's good at something. Now why is he searching for new burying grounds? As Pacome explained to me, it's wrong to just bury people wherever your heart desires. First, the groundwater must be checked around the prospective grave. If you bury a debtor, as he calls them, in the wrong place, local wells might get poisoned with corpse rot. Plus, in case something of importance is buried with a corpse, groundwater can damage the precious item or even carry it away. That's what a professor told him once. What was his name again? I can't recall. Anyway, I just let my husband do his job. That's how it's been for 15 years now. What was the professor's name? Was it Goryachev? I don't know, maybe. He was a quiet, dull, uptight type. Nobody really knew the man, despite him living in our village when his wife was still alive. After she passed on and he buried her, we never saw him in Razdor again. Who's Pope Ternerpius XI? Do you really not know? Penipius is the spiritual leader of the turnip faith, blessed by the avatar Mother Turna herself. From his turnip tower, every sin is visible, every secret known. Oh yes, even knew about Pacombe's little side gig doing priest stuff. And where's this turnip tower located? I don't know. In Trudograd, probably. That's where all the New Age weirdos congregate. I see. Now let's change the subject. Whatever you say. There are a couple more questions I wanted to ask. I'm curious about what you city folk might want to know. We're simple people. We live modestly and have little business with the rest of the world. Can you introduce yourself first? Alevtina Nikolaevna is the name. You can call me Old Alia instead. I'm not getting any younger after all. What are you doing here? I'm busy with the housework, mostly taking care of my own comforts. Pacombe disappears onto the steppe for weeks at a time. He hunts for his food and washes his clothes in a spring, so I can cook and clean for myself, almost always alone. What can you tell me about the village? Razdor is a good village, though the name is rather strange. It's an old term which means having an argument. That's because back before Revolution, it was listed in the land records of two nobles, both of whom claimed it as their property. They argued over its ownership for decades, in the courts and out, so the name just kind of stuck. Many years have passed since then. Both landowners died, only one left in heir. That heir is currently suing someone in Trudograd over an abandoned factory, or something like that. Razdor lives quietly and happily, forgotten by the powerful men of this age. Share a rumor with me. Some northerners passed through here, a queer bunch indeed. Pacombe spent the night chatting with them, and got a barrel full of tales in return. First, their chief said they wouldn't be staying long, because they were on their way to a new life in Seventh Heaven. That's the rich folks district in Trudograd. As if. Then, when he heard about Pacombe's profession, he started laughing very hard. Said that soon every undertaker in the land would be filthy rich. Why would he say that? Even his name was kind of strange. Then let me think. What was it? Was it Maliuda? Yes, Maliuda. Curious, but let's talk about something else now. I still have work to do, you know. Then I won't distract you. Farewell. Alright, another person to talk to. I still have a few more houses to go through. I think it's only 4, right? Yeah, because I went through all their sheds and shacks, so it's just the main buildings themselves left. I don't see anybody in here. Maybe I'll loot this house real fast. +1 to attention and dexterity. Oh, this is Mother's house, I guess. Hey, Curious. That is better than what we currently have equipped. 30%, 4 and 22. Yeah. Alright, get out of the way, old woman. Finish looting this house and we'll call it an episode, and in the next one we'll explore the other 2 houses and probably head towards that cave. Alright, seems good to me. park myself next to this house. We'll explore this one and the one to the left of it in the next one, and talk to whoever resides in them, and go on from there. I'm gonna call it here for now. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.